Gamers, hello. The hate for Mario Kart World is way overblown by GameXplain. If you ask me personally, now again, I would say this is probably the most plugged in I've been to a set of internet discourse than I've ever been. Most of the time, I don't care if a community is under fire or if a community is in a new utopia. I just enjoy video games on my own, really, and I enjoy them in my own community. But I would say having my ear to the ground to this quite a bit, while I don't think you're ever going to reach a point of the internet where the hate for something and the hate is warranted is going to be the same. I think thinking that's ever going to happen is a fool's errand. What you could hope for is that the hate and the actual hate, like the realistic hate and the overblown hate, are at least close enough. Does that make sense? And I feel like with Mario Kart World, I think it's close enough, right? In the sense that I feel like if it is a little bit overblown, what I'll say is that this is kind of like a backlash against, firstly, the price, which maybe you could say is a bit much, but I don't know. I'm okay with that personally. But secondly, I know for me personally, the reason I'm annoyed at this is because I've had enough of Nintendo being that scrimbly little company that gets away with being dog shit online. I even said this before the Switch 2 came out. I don't know which stream I said it, but it might be up on Moresty somewhere. I said when the Switch 2 came out, I am done with Nintendo being the little scrimbly little company that, oh, but they don't know how online works. Fuck you, Nintendo. You're a grown-ass company now, okay? You're 18, so you gotta get kicked out of the house, okay? I can play Overwatch. I expect regular events, crossovers, updates, it works, all right? I play a Call of Duty game, regular updates, crossovers, updates, it works. I play Mario Kart World, they instead make it antithetical to what the community wants, say nothing, refuse to elaborate, go home. Pathetic. Actually, pathetic. The fact that Splatoon is as good as it is at managing their online community is genuinely like a diamond in a fucking mine of bricks. Not even coal, just it's terrible. What I'm saying is it's fucking terrible. So what I'm saying is that if this video is just going to be a whole bunch of people online are getting really fucking annoyed, I'm actually gonna throw a fit. Big ass channel. I would say relatively well respected in the gaming space. You should be doing better than just going, people on Twitter are being fucking mean. What the? I'm expecting a lot more than that from you, GameXplain. So, without further ado, that's my predictions. That's my thoughts going in. Lay it on me, Mr. Explain. Fancy-ass 3D intro.
John, there is so much negativity surrounding Mario Kart World right now. It's making me feel like I'm in that one meme. You know what I'm talking about?
This thing sucks, actually.
And it's literally the coolest thing ever. I don't get it, John. So anyways, now that we're here on
Fallen Chungus meme in 2025, chat. How are you feeling about that? I would say topical enough. A little late. Fallen Chungus has kind of fallen off a little bit. But I'll let you have it.
On the 1 month anniversary of Mario Kart World. How's it been 1 month already? I want to talk about this because John and I have been talking a lot off camera about, all the negativity and our stance on the game and how we feel about it. And it's just not like quite lining up. Like it's not quite making sense where the conversation is and what Mario Kart World actually is, in my opinion.
Your opinion's shit. I'll be real with you. I don't know what this guy's name is. He's talking awfully fast, which I'm a fan of. I like it when people talk fast. No, I would say it's a lie, but I'll let him finish his point.
I know you've been addicted.
Oh, no, okay, that was the end of his point. I would say it's fine. If you ask me, I'd say it's relatively aligned. Andrew, thank you. I would say, Andrew, I don't know where you've been looking, broski. Guy on the left is Andrew. Okay, Andrew, you're a little off, but I'll let the video play out. I want to hear more.
To that Knockout Tour, I see you all the time on it.
Knockout Tour is amazing. It is the exact level of change.
Don't tell me. Don't tell me, Andrew. Guys, there is no way Andrew does a... But I've been playing Knockout Tour. So it doesn't affect me. Na 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 na. You're not gonna do that like that. Listen, I'm hoping he doesn't. Andre, sorry, my bad. Andre. The chat is telling me Andrew. Andre from GameXplain. Thank you. There's no way he does that, right? Na 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 na. But I'm having fun. Na 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 na. I'm hoping he doesn't, chat. Maybe he doesn't. Maybe I'm totally wrong. Let's find out if he's a bit more nuanced.
I needed for Mario Kart. Like after 10 years of Mario Kart 8, which itself was already very close, in style to Mario Kart 7, which itself was an iteration of Mario Kart Wii, I needed something big and different. And this
iteration of Mario Kart Wii? I wouldn't say that personally. I would say 7 was definitely close to 8. I wouldn't say Wii was close to 7 or 8 though. I definitely wouldn't say that. No way. Absolutely no way. I'd say the jump from Wii to 7 was like crazy. If you ask me. Like, I would say Wii to 7 was like this big. Like, 7 to 8 was this big. Like, at least mechanically. Like, I think 7 and 8 kind of had like felt similar, like similar-ish, sort of like the controls were kind of like similar-ish, I would say. At least to a casual perspective, obviously there's like, but like what I'm saying is that like controlling it, just like Wii and 7 and 8 felt. Oh, Game Explain. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Game Explain.
This game finally delivered it. Like having that open world idea, but still having this like linear races through it, through like Knockout Tour or Versus or Grand Prix. I'm just really digging how everything about that. And as it turns out, the routes, the highways, the things that everyone is, not by everyone, I mean the loudest people online that are upset about, are my favorite part of the game. I love those. They're so different.
I'm noticing that the footage in the background is only Knockout Tour. Is that because you've only been playing Knockout Tour, Mr. Andre from Game Explain? Yeah, let me just move my camera briefly, gamers, briefly. Oh, whoops, I'm not the whole screen. Wait, did he say it verbatim? Hang on, sorry, did I miss that? I might have zoned out. Hang on.
Or, Versus or Grand Prix. I'm just really digging how everything about that. And as it turns out, the routes, the highways, the things that everyone is, not by everyone, I mean the loudest people online that are upset.
People online! People online! So someone clip that and ship that, okay? I need to make that a dono alert.
About are my favorite part of the game. I love those. They're so different than anything Mario Kart's ever been before. With
Knockout Tour
maybe
gameplay?
a handful of comparisons I can make that I find it so refreshing and never tiresome to go down them. Whereas like the problem I ran into in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, like when they added the booster course pass and they added like what, another 50 tracks or whatever it was, it made me realize it wasn't the track.
I know he said 50 tracks or whatever that was, but like, come on now, broski. Come on, got to do a little bit better journalism than this. Am I right? It's one of those things where I'm just like, broski, come on.
That were the problem. I was sick of the mechanics. Like no matter how many tracks they add, it wasn't going to change my opinion of the game. But I was just bored of how it played. So now that they went with its whole broader concept, now it really does change how the game plays, and I'm digging it. So I almost to the point that I find the classic 3-lap structure to be boring by comparison.
Yeah, you made a.
Are you not understanding that, like, it's the options that people are pissed at? Like, fair enough that, like, Mario Kart 1 is doing something different. Like, in principle, don't get me wrong, in principle, I'm okay with the fact that, like, Mario Kart is doing something different now. You know what I mean? But, like, that's not what people are pissed off about. You know what I mean? Like, people are pissed off because, like, the options aren't there. That's what it is. That's literally what it is. Like, if it was literally a case of, oh, people are just annoyed that they can't play the 3-lap tracks anymore. Get used to it, liberals. The new way of Mario Kart is here. And it's like, no. I'm okay with the new way to play Mario Kart. It's just, I also want to be able to play the old way too. And Nintendo are actively punishing me for wanting to do that. But broski, he's having a howler so far. I agree with him his point. I love how the game plays. I just want to play the tracks that take the most advantage of the new system. Wow. It's almost as if that's everyone's complaint, really. Wow.
A good little just keyword would just change, and I think that's what I've been feeling a lot of too. It just feels refreshing, so good. Yeah. Everything's just a new experience, and that's something I haven't felt in Mario Kart since Double Dash.
Exactly.
Since Double Dash? Good. Really? Oh man, that's crazy, gamers. That's actually insane. Mario Kart Wii erasure is actually insane. I'll be real with you. Like, I'm just thinking, I don't know what he means by that. I actually don't know what he means by that, chat. Because, yeah, Double Dash was really unique with, like, 2 players per car. And, like, I suppose what DS and then Wii kind of put it back to 1, which kind of, I suppose, feels like a mechanical step back. But, like, he means that he was a kid. Okay, my bad. Sorry. My bad. He's just being an old man. My bad. Sorry, chat. I was trying to think of a logical reason. He's just being matured. Okay, my bad.
This is honestly, even though it's not all that much like Double Dash, it's the closest to the spirit of that game that any other Mario Kart has been, where it really does feel like it's doing some new things, which inherently is controversial, because Double Dash itself was controversial, a little bit less these days. At the time, though, like, it was scored the lowest of any Mario Kart game at that point by the 2 biggest outlets, being IGN and GameSpot. So that's right, Fran, I'm not forgotten about that 7.9 you gave it. I used to work with Fran, by the way. He's a great guy. But still, a 7.9 uncalled for. In any case, I love that this game reminds me of that. Like, it captures
gameplay, guys.
That chaotic energy, which, to be fair, was also in Mario Kart Wii as well. And it really just, like, contextualizes it so much better, I think, with these, broader, longer tracks. You have the in Knockout Tour, the constant threat of being, literally knocked out, and how by its nature, it gets more and more challenging as you progress, because...
No, we love Knockout Tour. I just want to make it clear. We love Knockout Tour. Knockout Tour isn't the issue. No one's talking about Knockout Tour because Knockout Tour isn't the issue. Knockout Tour is amazing, and the update didn't affect Knockout Tour. It's the other game mode we're talking about, Mr. Andre. Are you going to talk about that by any chance?
The farther in the race you go,
have a lot of time to address that, so I'll give you some time.
Because the Bomb 4 is an increasingly larger percentage of the amount of racers left. It's absolutely brilliant how that works. And I honestly don't really play anything else. Like, people are complaining about Versus. I'm like, what are you even doing in Versus? Like, you should be playing Knockout Tour. I'm kidding. People can play the game however they want.
Okay.
And of course, that's where the negativity is coming from right now. Is with that latest update Nintendo pushed out, which reduced the frequency of the 3
okay,
tracks,
you're getting it. Okay,
being able to be
Andre,
played,
you're getting there.
I get the concern, I get the problem, and I understand why people would be upset. I'm sure Nintendo will likely fix it, or
they won't.
By fix, I mean offer a solution at some point.
Won't.
Maybe they won't. It is Nintendo.
They won't. Yeah.
But I think my main problem is not that people have those opinions.
Okay.
But I do think that particular stance has been really overshadowing everything else that this game does. Fantastic and
good. I'm glad. Unironically, I'm glad. Keep yelling at Nintendo until they fucking fix the fucking dog shit ass game. I don't know, like, is it what you're not seeing as much positivity as you'd like? Therefore, like, I don't know. Like, yeah, hang on. The fact that if you want consistently to play the most, I would say, engaging type of track in this game, you have to join fucking Discord servers, is a genuine blight upon humanity, and Nintendo should not be getting away with that. Are you going to address that by any chance, Andre, or are you just going to fucking sit there with your bing bing wahoo ass Mario 64 poster?
Because I think by focusing only on what Mario Kart has done across 8 other iterations, you're completely skipping over everything that this game, almost everything else that this game stands for that is new and fresh.
I'm okay with this because you've essentially made, again, I repeat what I said before. I am okay with, like, while I said, like, different and new is always good. Again, I understand the idea that, like, you're enjoying something and then you go online and it seems to be dominated by a certain type of conversation over and over and over and over and over. I understand that. Generally, I would agree, right? Even though I would say just turn off your phone, brother, who cares? But, like, generally I would agree if, like, the negativity of a discourse is getting way too much for you. For example, I remember, for example, when Overwatch 2 came out, right? The problem with any sort of discourse in Overwatch 2 was genuinely, like, poisonous. Because what you had is you had a game where you had a bunch of Overwatch 1 veterans that were fucking pissed off that it went from 6v6 game to 5v5 game, and you had a bunch of new heads who were joining the game for the first time, having a lot of fun. So there was, like, this genuine, like, divide between the old heads and the new fans that were, like, terrible. Like, you looked at any sort of Overwatch clip online and be like, fucking bring back 6v6! Bring back 6v6! Hey! It was like, exactly, like, I don't care. But, like I could see someone going, it was genuinely exhausting to, like, you couldn't even talk about this sort of thing online. But with Mario Kart World, Nintendo have very clearly flubbed the bag here, horribly. I am okay with people with the discourse being, like, predominantly negative if it means Nintendo will fucking do something about it. Does that make sense? Like, how else do we get them to change if not by screaming? So, like, this is one of those times. It's one of those rare times where this is actually, like, I'm okay. I'm okay with the internet being a bit overblown. I'm genuinely okay with it. It's one of those rare times. Like, how have you gotten this wrong, Andre? Like, do you know what I mean? I'm just like, it's actually embarrassing that you have to join a Discord server to consistently play 3-lap tracks. Whereas before, you can have a nice mix if you clicked random. Oh, Andre.
Yeah, it's interesting that I think it's just because there's a key fundamental thing that should be discussed, but everybody's kind of pushing it into another section, and it's that there should be an option.
Yes, absolutely. That's the issue.
Regular races, and people are taking that out on the intermission races, which I think is unfair because
no, I think it's entirely fair. Still, and the fact that, listen, very much, I have first-hand experience. I played Mario Kart World for 1 hour every day for the last week, ever since 1.1.2. I was getting intermissions like 80% of the time, and it was genuinely starting to piss me off. I have first-hand experience with this. It's actually annoying. It's actually so fucking annoying. I just want to play 3 laps, man, and I couldn't fucking do it. Imagine how the average Andy feels. You can't, like, just turn on a stream and go, hey, guys, I'm playing Mario Kart World now. It's annoying, all right? You guys are out of touch. Out of touch, old men! Out of touch, old men!
a lot to be enjoyed on those routes. It's a spectacle.
Once
when you
again,
drive
gamers
around.
knock
That's
out
the
tour
key thing,
gameplay.
is it feels like a theme park ride. I go to different routes and it feels so unique when I go down like a water route.
Like, don't get me wrong. Yeah, the spectacle is great. Like, I just did a cup ranking recently. Some of like the sights and the shots you can see, amazing. I want to be able to log on after work and play a nice mix of intermission and 3-lap. And I can't do that anymore. So I'm mad and I'm going to tweet on my Twitter machine, okay? Shut up, nerd. Thank you so much, James. It's like that stream with Olo. It's like that. This is like that stream of Olo and Roger Space where they were discussing Steven Smash, and one of them said, "Do you think he was added because they don't care about us?" Wait, what was that? Did that actually happen? Oh my god! I'll have to see that. That sounds really, really funny. I think the best way of sending a message to Nintendo is to collectively ignore their product. But I don't think acting out in aggression fixes anything. Instead, the opposite. I just think you're wrong. To be honest, Poyo Dream, I'm sorry, man. I have to click the laugh track on the soundboard to you, broski. You're just wrong. You're wrong. While silence is a valid form of protest, being loud is also a just as valid, if not a more valid form of protest. Because people don't like being uncomfortable. And yelling and causing a fuss makes people uncomfortable. It's by making people uncomfortable that it might incentivize them to, I'm a bit uncomfortable. How do I go back to being comfortable? Oh, let me fix the thing they're talking about. That's what I would say to you. The power of protest is an amazing thing, gamers. Don't ever let anyone dissuade you from doing so. I'm a working class Andy.
Like, the waterfalls, or I'm going suddenly launched up into the sky. It's just, it feels like an adventure, which is what driving's about. I think the core essence of driving is all in Mario Kart world. And so I think there's two problems here. People want options, and they're currently, this game's launched.
Oh my god.
It's a little...
Guy on the right, I don't know your name. Guy on the right, you're cooking. My camera apparently isn't cooking. I'm going Spider-Verse mode. Guy on the right, you're cooking.
Tight on what's chosen, because I think Nintendo really wants people to try out the new things. They are kind of forcing people's hand, and people are against that. They want to have their choice. But,
Guy on the right is
Nintendo
sick. He's based. I like him.
Try a new thing. You'll like it. In fact, you may love it.
So I absolutely get that.
But hang on, I'll let him respond. But before I let you respond, I fundamentally do not believe that that's a way you should run an online game. Like, I can understand you maybe like, nudging people a tiny bit, but like if the numbers do not lie, does that make sense? The numbers do not lie. If a certain people like a certain thing, maybe you should like try and nurture that thing a bit more. Maybe you should go back to the drawing board and tinker with it a bit more. That's a sign to you to, okay, what can we do now? Does that make sense? Like, again, just think about it in terms of like a YouTube channel, right? If you upload X type of content, it gets like 10,000 views, and you upload Y type of content, it gets 3,000. You're like, okay, why is it only getting 3,000? Was there something along with my titling? Was it something along with my thumbnail? Did it not have an engaging hook? Is it maybe just the type of content that my algorithm's not feeding? That's what you do as a content creator. And instead, you can bitch and whine and go, oh, my videos, no one's pushing my videos to the algorithm. No, that doesn't solve anything. That's essentially what Nintendo's doing. They're like, watch this thing, do this thing. No, but how about you make it more interesting? I don't know what to tell you, man. Anyway, what does Andre have to say to that? I'm going to repeat his point one more time.
They want to have their choice, but Nintendo can be a little stubborn. It's like, yo, try a new thing.
Yeah, they are very stubborn.
In fact, they love it.
So I absolutely get that too, to a degree. Like, for instance, Mario Party Jamboree, the Jamboree buddies drive me nuts, even though I love the game otherwise, and I wish there was the option to turn it off. Whereas it could be argued that's a major new feature of the game, and people might say, well, Mario Kart World's similar in that these, intermissions are this optional new feature. But I guess for me, when I look at Mario Kart World, I feel like those are meant to be much more intrinsic to the game, and that what this update did probably was change the behavior of how random works closer to what they had meant for it to be originally. So the worst thing that happened is the fact that they may have screwed up initially and then made that change afterward. Yeah.
But that doesn't justify the fact that they changed it back. Does that make sense? Like, say for example, I gave someone like £5 pocket money every day for like 2 weeks, and then like 2 weeks later I'm like, oh no, sorry, I meant to give you £3 pocket money. I think it's entirely justified for the person getting £5 pocket money to go, hang on, I'm used to £5 now. If it was always meant to be 3, it's kind of your fault for giving me 5. It's kind of on you. Maybe you should like adjust accordingly the metrics or something, because I feel like I'm being punished for getting 3. No, but it was always originally intended for you to get £3. Yeah, but like I'm used to 5 now. I like 5. 5 is a good number for me now. I want £5. No, it's 3 now. It's 3. That's always going to feel sucky. Even if, like, let's say you put your foot down, it's like, no, you're getting 3. It sucks. Okay, it sucks. It just sucks, broski. It sucks and I hate it and no one likes it. I understand that Nintendo wouldn't want people thinking random most of the time, but players do that because they want a 3-lap track. Make it so that they don't have to pick random for... Yeah, just add one 3-lap option always, yeah. That's all you have to do. Like, it's actually so boring. Like, this video is actually just... It's like, what is this? Broski, what is this? You went on Twitter and you saw one too many people being mean to Nintendo. That's literally what this video comes across as, man. Because, like, surely if you played the fucking game like I did... Like, this is screaming of the fact that you guys haven't played the game. That's the sad bit. You're supposed to be Game Explain. Broski, you got game in your name. You're supposed to play these. You're supposed to see what it feels like. Classic Ivory Tower Elites chat trying to talk down to you. Classic gamers. Classic. What, you gotta watch out for these lot.
That way, I think it'll be much less controversial because there wouldn't be that point of comparison directly.
Yeah, but we're through the looking glass now.
Taking their anger out on the intermissions because they're not really the same issue. Like, people are annoyed that they're... I guess the reason it's happening is because they're currently happening in place of the 3-lap track. Though I don't think it necessarily has to be that way either. But I do agree with you that it would be great if Nintendo offered some kind of solution to this.
Yes.
Yes, and I don't know what the best way to do that is because each time you do add a new mode, you are splitting the user base more and more.
Hey, I said this too. Don't split up the user base. I think Morkin had the best simple option. Just make sure in every 3-track selection there is one 3-lap track available. That's all you have to do. And the problem is solved, and it'd be great and amazing.
And I don't know what your experience has been, John, but I've already noticed myself, even before this update, getting to a versus race already took longer than like a knockout tour. Knockout tours typically fill up instantly for me. Versus took a little longer, and the battle mode takes even longer than that, which I don't quite understand. There's gonna be tons of people playing this game anyway, so I don't know if it's a matchmaking issue in general or what's going on there. But
yeah, it's something strange, and I think if they were able to bring back the tournament feature from Mario Kart 8, that would alleviate some of those issues because those just kept running, and you could choose exactly what you want. So like if you want the classic 3 laps, you can set that up in their tournament. Right. But if you just want to do whatever you want,
sorry, I just realized. Holy shit! Hang on, my bad. Sorry. Oh, people are not happy with this. Normally the like to dislikes the first thing I notice. Holy, okay. All right.
There's important features that probably will be added, and we're just a little skeptical because the game just launched. It's it's finding its feet.
We'll watch a bit more. I don't know if I watched the whole thing because it's probably just them like just talking. But I'm pretty sure I've got the gist of the whole vibe, of the conversation. But we'll keep watching a bit more.
Right. I mean, it's impossible to say with Nintendo, but I have the feeling that they're
more knockout tour gameplay,
much more of a live title than they have for most of their previous games, especially Mario Kart. I mean, we've already seen them dabble in this in a way with a booster course pass, but I feel like we're going to see much more of that, where Mario Kart World is going to be treated as like a live type title, and we're going to see a lot more updates for it, whether it's adding options or new ways of playing, or
Or so if that's the case, so far they're doing a terrible job. Holy. They are doing a terrible, terrible job if that's the case. And secondly, other than Splatoon, I'm going to be honest, chat. Splatoon is a fucking anomaly, okay? It's a fucking anomaly. Nintendo has no other precedent other than Splatoon. I'm literally ripping out Splatoon because Splatoon doesn't count. Is there any other big games that they've had where they've actually done the live service model quite well? Because as far as I'm concerned, Nintendo just don't do that well. Like, honestly, give Mario Kart World to Epic Games and see what the fuck they do, man. They'd update this shit like crazy. Do you know what I mean? Like, I do not... The fact that you trust Nintendo to, like, keep this updated as a live service model is crazy to me. Tetris 99? I would say Tetris 99 is a bit different in that it's a free-to-play game. So it kind of lives and dies based off its updates. Whereas, like, a Mario Kart World kind of game, you give them your money and that's kind of it. Do you know what I mean? Like, they don't need to do anything else, essentially. They're Japanese devs. Feedback has to go through dozens of layers of employees, managers, and translators to get to them. They don't have the time to scour feedback themselves. Maybe they just need to fucking get good. I don't know what the fuck to tell you, bro. Get good. Get good. Get good, Japan. Get good, Japan. You suck. Japan, you suck. Get good. Get good. Hey, everyone. Hello, Rikule. How you doing? Random in World never truly was random at all because it only chose 3 laps or intermission. If you choose both, yeah, definitely, honestly.
And more routes, there are only 8 knockout tours, which is crazy for a game that has over 200 routes. There are so many more options that they can do that they haven't explored yet, which they're going to. They're going to add more. They're not going to add more. It's already in the game.
It's Nintendo. I don't know.
Exactly. So yeah, I think what annoys me more is not that there isn't a point there that should be the option for those who want to do the classic 3-lap structure to do so.
It's the fact that people online are complaining about it.
Maybe there's a way for Nintendo to merge it in with the routes as well. Like, maybe you have a route to a classic through-race track, for instance, and you have it then, and you move on to the next one. I don't know what the best way to do it is. I think the thing that annoys me more, though, is how much that opinion, which has largely come from the pro community, has overshadowed everything else. When
it's literally people... Gamers, it's literally people online. Fucking sad. Actually, absolute abysmal dog shit. Abysmal dog shit. And the fact that at no point have you shown any versus race gameplay shows me that you don't even know what the problem is. You don't even know what the problem. You're just you're just some ivory tower elites talking down to the masses, trying to convince us what we want. I've played versus race. It sucks. Okay, it sucks, Mr. Explain. It fucking sucks. Okay, I don't need you talking to me about the pro community. I'm not the pro community. I love slandering the competitive Andes. Me and them are lockstep. For the first time, me and Hasty Rookie, take my swords, and I will have his axe. We will fight together because these intermissions are fucking terrible. Do you know what I mean? I don't want to play at 85% of them. Okay.
And most people are not pros. Like,
I'm not a pro.
I like to think I'm good at Mario Kart. I'm not a pro either.
Neither am I, but it's something. Okay, I can't do this. I can't do this.
Play with the intent
we back together, gamers. We back together.
That's not the end-all, be-all for me.
And inherently with pro players is they try to optimize to a degree where it almost takes the...
Is it just literally just going to be like pro players therefore? Pro players therefore? Fuck my life, lads. What are you talking about? You actually dropped the pair of you. I can't do... Actually, guy on the right is chill. I like guy on the right. Andre, though, you're actually fight... This is terrible. 1 million sub channel, yeah? Game Explain, yeah? Your source for news, yeah? People online. Fucking it. This is the quality, yeah? Unbelievable. It really sounds like... Literally. That's the worst bit. Literally. This is one of the rare instances, chat, where like you can call this channel, like you can call this video slop, and I'll let you get away with it. I hate the word slop now. I might even add it to the ban list along with like skill issue. But this is literally GameX slop. Honestly, slop explain. Good fucking grief, lad. You've done you're just talking at your fucking arse. A lot of you. It's actually unreal. Unreal behavior. This is embarrassing.
Nothing against you,
I'm glad. I'm glad of this. I'm genuinely glad of this now. Honestly, actually embarrassing content. Unreal. Never thought I'd fight by side with a competitive player. How about a friend? I can do that. Thank you, Camp. I'll unmute the alerts now. Thank you so much.
But when you optimize something so much, it doesn't leave room for that opportunity.
There's
Get stricken away all chance of chaos, which is
why we're not watching another half an hour of this. We'll give this like another 5 minutes because I think I got the gist of this video, so don't worry about it.
There's that classic developer quote, something like, if you give the player the opportunity, they'll optimize the fun.
This is not one of those.
And we've already seen that happen in this game, where people are like, begging's too strong, you can hold on to those items and then use it at the last second to win, which, I can't speak too much to the ability of that strategy. I've, tried it a handful of my times myself just to see if there was much merit to it or not. For one, I find that strategy boring, so I don't want to play that way anyway. And two, whenever, the times I have tried it, it didn't always work out. Sometimes I get lightning or something, and I lose my, or something happens, I lose my items. But I can, again, I can see some merit to it, and I wouldn't mind if Nintendo made an adjustment to where, what I like to call them stale items, where if you hold on to an item too long, it may become vulnerable. Like you had the idea we were talking about. Like,
yeah, I was talking about how the booze, they normally target the upfront people, but if someone starts holding on to an item, I feel like that should add to the vulnerability of a boost stealing it. So it encourages aggression, which kind of is what
seems like a cool idea, I guess.
Mad Max Fury wrote out there.
So it really is Mad Max. You can play about that big a straight line.
Yeah.
Oh man,
they're just going in a straight line. One of the most impressive movies I've seen in the past 2 decades.
One of the most fun action movies, right? Yeah, and I love the Fury Road comparison, but it really does feel like it's Fury Road out there, especially when you're in the desert.
It's like Mad Max, guys. Oh my god.
Right? And that's why I love Knockout Tour. But
guys, more Knockout Tour gameplay. He has not played Versus Race. This fella has not played Versus Race. Good grief.
This can play Chaos, which is funny and maybe ironic to me, because in Mario Kart 8, I almost found it too chaotic. Like, I found it...
What the You found it? It's the... I don't think this guy, guys, I'm going to be honest. I don't think this guy's qualified to have this conversation, chat. But turn his TV off. This guy has never played Mario Kart ever. There is no way you, again, I would say, even though I cover Mario Kart a lot, I would still say I'm relatively casual, relatively speaking. relatively speaking, there is no way you looked me in the eye and said Mario Kart 8 is more chaotic than Mario Kart World. There's actually no way you're going to look me in the eye and say that. I have literally had to turn off frantic items on Knockout Tour because it was that crazy. Let's hear it again, gamers. Let's hear it again.
And maybe ironic to me, because in Mario Kart 8 I almost found it too chaotic. Like, I found it like annoying, like being stuck in the middle of the pack like was just the worst, because like,
as opposed to what, Mario Kart World, where it's literally a death wish. Where's that? I saw this funny clip on Twitter. I don't know if anyone could find it, but it's literally a clip of like, it was cutting to like a biker Bowser at the front going like, just driving casually. He's first place on a Sunday drive, and it cuts to like the baby Daisy in the middle, and like boomerangs are going, bombs, and it's like, I'm just biker Bowser driving, and then boom, 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 boom. That's literally every game of Mario Kart. Yeah, this is terrible. Watch another minute of this chat, and we'll give it up. We'll give it up, okay?
It was almost impossible.
I'm not watching any more of this non-researched garbage slop. Good grief.
Oh, but in my experience, it felt like it was hard to break out because everyone was like always moving together as a pack. You were always being surrounded by all kinds of items that targeted you, and yet I'm not having that issue in Mario Kart World. Like, I'm not having that frustration where I feel like, for one, you're not stuck in a single confined area, especially on the highway segments or the intermissions, if you will. And even within other sections, you have the flexibility of taking different routes, riding a wall, riding a power line, or whatever it is. And also, I think the balancing the items, people can complain.
Promised an Earnest ranking. Hang on. Ty, my fella, hang on, where is it? You're 5.5 hours into a live stream, broski. That's your fault. You're 5.5 hours late. Where the fuck have you been? Broski, rewind the stream. That's your fault, Ty. Ty's useless account made for useless? Rename your channel?
All they want about the capability of begging or whatever, but I think the balance by and large is way better than it was in Mario Kart 8, where I'm not being hammered constantly. And when you are, the punishment for being hammered isn't nearly as bad either, because you get back up to speed pretty quick.
I would say that's true. Obviously, the knockback is less, but like, this is bad. Honestly, call me crazy. I honestly sound like he's only played against CPUs. If he didn't have gameplay with like people online, I would honestly like doubt his ability. Like, I would doubt it, honestly.
Yeah. Don't get me started on Mario Kart 8's item balancing. You've heard me rant about how much once the person in front breaks through the chaos, they can be like a whole lap in front of you. And sure, get good, but I'm just like, let the 5-year-old win occasionally. Like, let the 5-year-old get the one good item. It's like, that's Mario Kart. You're gonna have chaos. I
mean, I disagree, but no.
I know losing sucks, but let's have some chaos. Yes, Mario Kart World's items, from my experience, so much better. I've been able to play rounds to where
I would just humbly disagree. I have literally had like, I've probably been Mario Kart more in the last month than I have the entire 10 years I've played Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. And I'm not even joking, gamers. Literally, I'll get red shelled once, then lightning bolt, then like stomped with a mega mushroom, then fucking like knocked aside by a bullet bill. And that's happened to me, like, and that's just another Thursday. Do you know what I mean? Like, I guess I chalked up to a difference of opinion, I suppose, but I'm just like, nah, like, that's actually unreal. That's actually unreal, broski.
I've been
guy on the right is starting to lose me as well. He was my homie, but he's losing me as well. You're losing me, a guy on the right.
Pack and be able to break through to the front, which in Mario Kart 8 felt impossible.
It often did, and whereas here it just feels so invigorating. It feels so fun that that's a possibility. Like, some of the shortcuts in this game, particularly in the intermissions or highways, are absurd. And
I do like the shortcuts in the intermissions. They are pretty fun.
Awesome. Like, I love that you can cut across an entire desert and pull pretty far ahead of the pack, yet it's still not anywhere near a guarantee you're gonna win, let alone even be in first for any more than the next 30 seconds or something, if even that. And I thrive in that chaos. I love that. Like, I for one am one who actually loves random elements in games, because some may say it devalues the point of getting good at the game, or makes it so that their skill doesn't matter. For one, skill still does matter, but it also makes it so, I mean, obviously it also has the effect of giving other people a chance of winning, even if they may be less skilled overall. But also it adds to it where you have to adapt on the fly. Like, you have to make decisions to account for what's happening around you, the items you have, or in the track you're at, and I love that decision making. Whereas in Mario Kart 8, like, it just turned into like a rote type way of playing, where the optimal route, you're always going to take it constantly, and I can almost turn my brain off entirely while playing that game.
Wouldn't you say the same about? I mean, you're literally only saying this because you're not familiar with the world yet. You had the advantage of playing Mario Kart 8 Deluxe for like 10 years. I'm sure like in a year you're gonna feel the exact same way about World. It's just the same racing lines over and over. Like, God, do you know the worst part is, chat? Like, to some degree, I sometimes feel like a tourist when it comes to the Mario Kart scene. Like, I'll talk to Mero, and Mero is like a level like 17 out of 10 when it comes to Mario Kart conversations. And I feel like an imposter for being only like a 5 out of 10. Does that make sense? This guy's like a 0. I feel like an expert compared to him in Mario Kart discourse. Do you know what I mean? This is actually brain dead. I'm not even joking, chat. This is actually like a brain dead conversation. So you're so used to Mario Kart World like 8 Deluxe is solved. It's solved. Yeah, because you've been playing it for 10 years. Like, if you've been playing World for like 6 more months, it's probably going to feel solved as well. This is just playing any online game, bro. This is actually so... Okay, I think I'm going to pack it up there, games. I think that's where I pack it up. That's like such a level... That's like a level -1 conversation. Yeah, I think I'm going to pack it up there, gamers. I'm going to pack it up there, honestly. Because this is just diabolical. This is actually genuinely diabolical. And this is one of the few times I'm going to rage quit a video where I'm still going to upload it to the second channel. Normally when I stop a video halfway, I don't like uploading it to the second channel, but I think this has just been a masterclass of disaster that even I couldn't finish it. Shame on you, GameXplain. Shame on you. Now let's get on to the exciting part, gamers. Let's go on to the exciting part. Let's get on to the part that you guys are licking your lips and rubbing your hands. Is it time, gamers? Is it time? For the cinematic disaster that is the comment section? Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Of course we'll have a look. Let's have a look, gamers. We're going dark. I'm not even hating on the game. Just wondering. Hang on. Chat, move your fat ass over to my side, okay? I'm not even hating the game. Just wondering why Nintendo are forcing people to do intermissions when the best solution to players was best solution to the problem of players not wanting intermissions. Wow! If the top comment can understand more nuance than you, maybe this whole video was fucking dog shit. Thank you so much, Sorby Sketch. Andre's love for intermissions made perfect sense when he said he only plays Knockout Tour. Classic. So you're literally partaking in a conversation you know nothing about. Just bearing in mind, chat, for my 1.1.2 update video, like 1 week later, I played the game for a whole week. 1 hour for a whole week, just to get how it really feels. And I came to the conclusion that it feels like fucking shit. Do you know what I mean? Good lord, man. Good. Thank you so much, gamers. Thank you. Cinematic disaster, Shifilus reference. I might have to, gamers. Thank you so much, Mario Adventure Gamer, for giving Escapes a membership. If he doesn't say thank you, I'll say thank you. Thank you so much. Let's continue. When a company charges above industry standard, they're going to get a ton of hate regardless. But even more so if you can't live up to those extremely high expectations they set. Nintendo fans with parallel social relationships with the company are replying and taking their anger out. Oh, he's doing a people on. Even in the comments, gamers. Even in the comments. Literally, a perfectly normal comment. People online in this thread have been fucking ruining my day. My day's been fucking ruined by the people on the line. How bad did it get? Giving players the options to play 3 laps or intermission aren't high standards. Nintendo's just acting weird. True. They have lived up to those expectations, IMO. No other Mario Kart game even comes close. Okay, this is Gluck 5000. You know what's funny? People spent $60 on NKD, then played $20 for the boost store. But still are paying $80. Okay, that's Gluck. I'll be real with you. They shouldn't charge above industry standards when they're producing a half-baked product without options. I would say half-baked, but I agree with the general sentiment. Indeed, that said, Mario Kart World is still 10% overpriced. Well, there's 100 tracks. If we're going down that road, ADX chances wild in regard of value. Yeah, fair. Quality over quantity, bro. Okay, Gluck. You know, maybe there was a bit of Gluck. I'll be real with you. There's a bit too much. Nintendo drone's gonna drone. Real, honestly. The only a fucking dog shit argument. Good grief. Get a job! Hey, chat, I'm sorry. Chat, sorry I had to see that. Sorry. I know some people are a bit sensitive when it comes to that word. I apologize, chat. I apologize for the fact that you had to see that. I'm sorry. And even see an option for 3 lap tracks. At least an option for tournament. Bro, why are the comments being like super reasonable? Holy shit. Hey, listen, I'm sorry. I said sorry, okay? I didn't mean to slur. I'm sorry. The criticism is invalid though. Limiting how people play the game, the odd choices for maps, not being able to choose which music you listen to, the character select screen, all at its core is a game with great mechanics introduces, but other factors sour the experience. And not to mention the price still isn't justified. If you got a 50, that's cool, but that ain't $80 worthy. Wow! I was expecting the comments to just be calling them slurs, but like they're literally just being, no, you're wrong for this GameXplain. You're just like, Actually, like, terrible. This is actually bad. Like, we got normal people gamers. Holy shit. The fans are expected to be able to race difficult course online. That's not too much to ask. It's a normal thing to complain about. What do you even say to this game? It's just truth nukes. Truth nukes, truth nukes, truth nukes. Don't give me money. What if I do? All right, nerd. More like a nerd. Am I right, chat? Send him home. Just because you don't love something doesn't mean other people have to. Dude, what the fuck is happening right now, chat? These people are aggressively normal. The game is $80 and Nintendo doesn't give options to how we play the games. You should have options so we can play how we want. Personally, it's a great game and I enjoy it, but until Nintendo adds options for online play, I will not be renewing my online subscription. Just because $80 breaks your bank doesn't mean it breaks us. Oh my god. Oh, that's disgusting. Oh my god, ref. Actually unbelievable.
Oh, what about that? Send him off! Send the drifting gate off! Get him off the field! That was diabolical! Get him off the field!
That's just typical. Get him walking. Get him walking. Actually get him walking. Holy. Anti-update. I wanna play a game I enjoy. Pro update. I wanna force others to play a game I enjoy. Fucking real. You know what, Warrior? I like you. I like you a lot. Ref, sort him out. I played a few versus races. 80% of the people pick the classic 3. Yes! Okay. In my members only video that's going to go live after this stream, I never actually mentioned this. I wish I mentioned this, but it's already a bit too late now. The video's already going to go up. Yeah, like I'm not even sure. Every single time, chat, there was like a 3-lap option. People would pick it. Half the lobby would pick it. Or if there wasn't a 3-lap option, it'd pick random. I'm telling you, that was the most interesting part of it. It was actually unbelievable. I'm sorry, I don't know why Nintendo wants to remove a popular feature. Yeah, these comments are just normal. They're just aggressively normal. It's not overblown. Look at all the comments saying, well, I only play Knockout Tour, so it bothers me. Fine. Doesn't excuse the problems of the game. I can't help but notice that so many people who defend this game either mostly play Knockout or friend lobbies. The intermissions are poor. That's the root of the issue. And forcing them as the main game mode, especially online, is the issue. They are a middling experience, and I don't want to play them, and a lot of people don't want to either. I can't understand how you like the routes more than tracks. Maybe if you don't actually want to attempt to win. Once you dig deeper, the routes start to fall apart due to balancing issues. The issue is that people have with the routes, the actual gameplay issues that deeply affect the way people play those tracks. It feels like you're either willfully ignorant or on the complaints, or just haven't played enough to see the issues. Knockout Tour doesn't have most of these issues versus the standard versus race. It was oddly refreshing to see someone so passionate about the intermissions, though. Comparing it to Mad Max is interesting, but really I don't see it like that, because all are pointless, and fighting for first place simply doesn't matter. You can still stay like 20. You can stay still for like 20 seconds and you'll catch up easily, even without using items. Once you realize this, it changes from a mad fight to just hang back and chill, get 20 coins and save the good items for the end. Once you realize that's the optimal strat, you can't unlearn that. The sense of urgency, the crazy action immediately dies in terms of the slow, chill drive on the track, and that's no fun. You're asking people to have fun or lose. This shouldn't be an either-or situation. I want to win, and I also want to have fun. The intermissions need to reward people for wanting to win, and they should reward people for wanting to play the game as intended by trying to be the fastest. It currently does not. There's genuinely no reason to be in front of the pack in the routes. I also think it's very disingenuous to put all this on the pros. I've spoken to many casual players that do not like the routes neither. This entire video is incredibly dismissive of people's issues with the game, and also contributes to this weird us versus them mentality on how people choose to play Mario Kart World. When it should be for everyone, it can please everyone. You talk about the bridge and all the paths. Guess what? The fastest way to drive forward on the boosters, go up the rails, is slower. Going up, jumping off a flying ring is slower. How's that good design? It's good on paper, but if you're actually trying to win, why would you deliver a goal on the slowest route? I finished the video now, and it's very apparent that 90% of the time playing Knockout Tour, you're very experienced with the online races. Absolute cinema. Good grief. Actually embarrassing. Genuinely embarrassing. GameXplain, you know. This isn't like I'd be a lot more nicer if this was like a super small channel, do you know what I mean? But like this, the fact that GameXplain, a channel that you think would have a higher quality standard, is dropping a video like this with horrible takes like this, and the comments are this reasonable, is genuinely shocking to me. Who is this? Who's the hero? The Internet Explorer 618. I like the picture, by the way. I like the picture. Actual masterclass of a comment. You know, I like those karmic unlocks. Literally the worst things ever. Real, honestly. I still haven't got Cataquack. Nintendo should give us more options. Period. Even the default. Even the chat. They're cooked. They're actually cooked. Even the default Dans are winning. It's actually, it's never been more over, chat. It's cooked. It's over. It's over. Khalas. It's over. The default Dans are winning. It's actually winning. I've had this game. I'll be playing Knockout Tour a lot, but this is probably the mode I've waited for a long time. This is the only comment you heart as well. So you know they've been reading the comments, chat. And they've been scrolling past all of these comments. No replies. No replies. No engagement with the... literally. Didn't even need to add a new node. Ordinary takes out an option for two regular calls and 2 intermissions. Both problems solved. Why don't you say that in the video? I think they did say in the video, but the whole... like, a good chunk of what I watched is very, like, dismissive. Do you know what I mean? It's actually unbelievable. Like, I honestly, this sort of shit kind of irks me personally, because while I'll heart the comments that agree with me, if there's someone disagreeing with me in earnest, I always reply. I want to encourage a community that can disagree with me in earnest, and I want to encourage that. If I saw a comment like this, what was it? This guy, I'd reply to this. I'd reply to this. This deserves a reply. This person gave me a thoughtful, well-rounded response, and I'm going to reply to it. If I can reply to it. Does it make sense? Like, I always find it like really embarrassing when people refuse to engage with like the people that are actually trying to like engage properly. Like, obviously don't comment on the trolls or the people that they're just trying to be shit. But like, if people are leaving you genuinely earnest replies and you don't even bother, like, I can't help but feel like you're just being a cunt, really. Because like the fact that you've hearted some indicates that you've read these comments. It's fair for me to assume you've seen this comment, because this is 4 days old along with the old one. It's fair for me to assume you've probably seen this comment. Maybe not, but it's fair to assume you've either seen this or one of the various other comments that have been like genuinely like well thought out. So it's even more embarrassing that you won't even engage with your community. Actually, truly embarrassing, and you should be ashamed of yourselves, GameXplain. Either way, completely missed the topic while looking for 100 excuses on one Nintendo decision by Nintendo is not completely stupid. Even everyone's winning, gamers. Everyone's winning. Literally everyone's winning. Everyone in this comment section is winning so hard right now. I'll sort by new real quick. Nintendo Glazers. Nintendo Oh boy. I see a big bootlicker here. Wow. Let's protect Daddy N. Newsflash. Company is not your friend. One Piece fan? Own them with facts and logic. You know what, One Piece fan? I give it to you. Nah, you nailed it. Actually, sad. Genuine. 23 hours ago, chat, they went and hearted this comment. Actually embarrassing. Genuinely embarrassing. They should be ashamed of themselves. I mean that on my chest. This is genuinely shameful, and you should private this video. This is a tone-deaf, dog shit, highly dismissive video that spits in the face of everyone who's played Mario Kart World. And instead of commenting on the backlash and maybe giving some opinions, some alternate takes, you're hearting all the comments that happen to agree with you. Genuinely shameful. Shameful display. I'm not even gonna read this. I don't even want to read this. Controversial. They took away my cards, which is the me. Yeah, you know, embarrassing. Default Dan L. Okay, that's just L. One more comment. My top 3 Mario... Is it Mr. Mario Sonic profile picture? You'll heart his comment, yeah? You'll heart his comment, yeah? Shut up. Nintendo did not ruin Mario Kart. Shut up. Anyway, just want to spread some positivity. Oh, hang on. Gamers. We have a reply. You know, instead of an Internet Explorer, was it 617, who left a genuinely nice, thoughtful, nuanced reply, gamers? He left a reply on this guy deliberately trying to, like, troll or rage bait. What did he say? But am I wrong? Colon D. The colon D as well. The colon D. It's not even a sob emoji, chat. It's not even a sob. It's not even a wilted rose. It's not even a battery nearly empty. It's not even like a cool zoomer emoji. It's a colon D. Embarrassing. Actually embarrassing, and you should be ashamed of yourself. We'll leave that there, gamers. And honestly, if the comments are anything to go by, I'm very much glad that I didn't stick around for all of this, because if the opening 13 minutes was anything to go by, this was a bloviating, self-fellatio, absolute mess of a video that completely fails, should I say, to get to the core of the issue. And the fact that you honestly still have this public is shambolic. It really is shambolic. You should have taken this down 4 days ago. And if this is any indication as to what your channel is now, I personally do not want to ever interact with your content ever again. And I will leave it there, gamers. I'll leave it there.